Hey everyone, and welcome to Dice Strategy Part 2. Um, I kind of edited this video a little bit, so it's going to kind of start in a strange place. Just wanted to provide a little bit of information here at the beginning. Um, I created about a 25-minute video. I took out the first 5 minutes because I wasn't doing my best job. These videos are difficult, and I misspeak a lot when I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. It's a hard thing to do concurrently. Uh, I would just say that you know I really emphasize in this video, and I kind of removed it, but I do emphasize that I kind of tweaked my strategy a little bit with this game, and you can kind of do what you want to do, of course, at the end of the day. But when the double letter is in the 7 letter word opportunity, I think you're better off, even if at the very first move of the game, if you have a 7 letter play, just go ahead and knock it out. If you don't have a really good advantageous spot on the 7 letter move, try and work it in a little sooner so you can have a chance to get all those extra bonus points and you're not stressed out about getting it later down the road. Now, if it's a triple word or quadruple word, you have to save it for moves 4 or 5. I do stand by that. And you would also want to do the 3 letter move first. I still do think the first letter move, the first move of the game, first 2 moves of the game are kind of boring, but you can make it a little more interesting by, if you see a double letter word anywhere the double letter is, if it's in a bad spot in the 6 or 7 letter moves, do those sooner, and then of course do also your 3 letter move, and then save those nice juicy spots for the very end of the game. And making these videos is tough for the dice challenge because there are just so many tongue twisters. I'm talking about how the letter values go up and up and up, and I'm talking about 6 letter moves and 7 letter moves with double letters and triple letters and quadruple letters and quadruple words and triple words. It's just like tongue twister after tongue twister. So I may misspeak a little bit. I apologize. I may miss a move or here. I apologize. But I'm doing the very best I can, and I think these are good tips at the end of the day. And yes, x times 3 is 24. So if you watched my first video, I appreciate it. Hopefully this fills some of the gaps, and thank you for watching. As soon as you can, but you're always going to try to angle towards getting a full board, especially if there's not a lot of points on the table in either direction. You want to get the full board. Make sure you get all those bonus points, all those 175 bonus points. Here we go again. This board actually took that strategy. So you see the double letter tile in the 7 letter move. I went ahead and did fattier, and just went ahead, sealed the deal on that one because I don't have to worry about filling it anymore. That stress is gone, and now I can concentrate on some of the easier opportunities. Can we get some good letters maybe? I mean, at the end of the day, we're definitely just kind of hoping we get good letters. And we have the word nerves, which might be a little better. See, and look, see that 99 points? Now, that's not a horrible move in this spot because it is a 6 letter move, and that can be a little difficult. So if I took that, I wouldn't say that's a bad play. But if I took the 96 for the quadruple word, that is a horrible play. This quadruple word, when you're lucky enough to get the quadruple word in the 4-letter opportunity, you have to wait to the end. You just have to. Because any J or Z is going to be over 50 points, times 4 is 200. Your move's going to be over 200, way over 200. So if the quadruple word is in the 4-letter tile, you have to wait to the end. Even in the 5th, I would even say if it's the 5-letter move, you still have to wait till the end. Like literally you can't do anything else. You just have to wait. And this play, there's fewer points on the table because the quadruple word, it's gonna be a quadruple letter, is in such a bad spot. Actually, call me crazy, I'm going to take the 39 points. Because we just have an opportunity here to score crazy points. And we can't pass that up. And here we go again. In this game, I saved a triple word for the end. I acknowledged that I could not fill this board entirely. So what do I do in that situation? Just go where this 7-letter move is. It was only a triple letter. It was not a great word or a great scoring opportunity. I identified I was not going to fill the board. So I took the most stressful part of the equation out, where you can still be eligible for the 50-point bonus at the end of the game. You won't get the 50 and the 100, but you'll still get the 50. But now we absolutely have to get a 6-letter move here because, yeah, triple word's in the last spot. And plus we get the extra 50 points if we find it, if we can get a word to reach that far. And we're going to need a good roll here. I don't really know where I'm going with this move. You know, you kind of have to have a little bit of a plan, and not so sure with these letters I have that going on. Do we gamble here? What do we do? This is a tough one. This is a tough one for sure. We really need an E. I mean, we just need an E. I think we have to give up the J because it's going to be really hard to get. We need an E. We need to get the I don't think we have anything here. It's just a reality. You know, this game can be tough at times. And this is good that this happened because you know, you need to see that not every time it's going to be picture perfect. And I don't really know the rules pertaining to when you can watch an ad again an additional swap or not. Paying 5 tiles is a pretty small price. You know, you can do that, of course. But, you know, this is... I could probably just pay the 5 tokens. And, basically, my best chance to win this game is to get the extra 50 points and to reach the end. I don't think I really have any chance of winning this game otherwise. And it definitely this isn't working. So let's go ahead, just for the sake of, hey, we're filming. Let's get the extra token we need. Oh, give me a big number. We got 4. Okay, we go back. Get rid of that. No, I think we have corpus. Okay, we found it. So sometimes you can do that. You can use your extra swap. I'm not guaranteed to win this game. If they fill if she fills the board, then we're probably gonna lose this game. But we'll see. We gave ourselves the best chance. There's another game. This game's against my mom. So this game also, the quadruple letter is in the second tile. We have the quadruple word and the triple letter in great spots. So I saved it for the end. And anyway, we just got cramp right away, which is great. 224, I mean, I think we can just take that because, well, go ahead and do our additional swaps. Always would do your additional swaps just to see. Okay, we'll just take the 224 and then we'll do the triple letter last. Triple letter in that spot is great. We get a J, it's 150. I mean, you know, it's a 4-letter word. Like, there's no pressure to get a 4-letter move. So, you know, I'm in love with that spot. We're not guaranteed to win this game necessarily. It was against my mom. You know, I went out on a limb and did the 7-letter move immediately. Depends. You got to get a good tile on that second second letter of a 7-letter move. That's not easy. There's just no guarantee that's going to work out. Here again, quadruple word, 4-letter opportunity, 4-letter word opportunity. Definitely saving that for the end. Absolutely. And double word, quadruple letter. I think the quadruple letter or the double word is the play for this move. I think that's what you have to angle for. It's just a matter of what do you keep. Definitely keeping the let's see if we can get I kind of want to go for the R for Frank, because that would put the K on the quadruple letter, which is not bad. It's 40 points. I mean, it's not great. I think that we will go for let's just go ahead and do our second roll and see if we get anything. And you may see something that I'm not seeing. I'm not gonna see everything, okay? You know, I'm talking, doing all this at the same time. It's not easy. It's not easy to talk and play at the same time. It's just simply not easy at all. I can tell you that from a lot of experience. Almost 70 videos doing this. It's just not simple. And a lot of videos that I've trashed because I'm like, all right, I'm not happy with this. It's not a simple thing. Now we have Wakens. Not really what we want. So what do we do here? I think the quadruple letter is in such a bad spot that would just take the 38. We're going to save the triple word for this game. And looks like we got that's it for these games. I do have a couple of extra tidbits, some throwaway stuff that I've already tried to shoot on Dice Challenge. So I can throw that in at the end. I may tackle on some extra things to this. It's just gonna be random tips. I don't want to be too lengthy with this video. It's almost at 16 minutes already. I think that's good. I mean, that's, you know, I covered some ground. I can do a little more on this. Every board dictates what you're going to do. Every single board dictates, you know, how you're going to play. You kind of have to make your own decisions, and you have to pivot sometimes. If the letter swapping is going bad, I mean, if the rolling of the letter dice is going bad, if you will, then you kind of have to pivot and maybe go a different direction. Maybe you can't do the 7-letter move. Maybe you can't do the 6. Maybe you got to settle for something else. So you just kind of have to, you know, want to fill the board. You want to save your best opportunities for last, and you need good roll of the dice here and there. So that's it for this. I'm going to throw some stuff on the end. It's going to be very disconnected from what I'm saying now with this video. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and take care, everyone. In the 5th round of Dice Challenge, the letters are worth 5 times their normal value. So if you have a quadruple word that's a 6-letter or less, you have to save it to the end and hope you get some good letters. This is why you save the quadruple word if it's a 4-letter word. If it's a quadruple word, quadruple letter, either one, you save it for the last move because the points are so easy. If it's a quadruple letter, I would say, I would caveat that and say it needs to be in the first letter of the word, but preferably triple word, quadruple word. You want to save that opportunity. Don't fall for the 100 points in the second or third move of the game. Save it for the end. Don't worry if you're losing the game. If your opponent blows that opportunity, save it, save it, save it, because you know you got an easy move, easy 100 plus, 150 plus, 200 or 280 points coming to you. Save it every single time. Don't even second guess it, okay? So I love these spots where you have a triple letter in the first tile of a 4-letter move. In this spot, I'm just going to swap, swap, swap a max. And sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But it's maybe a little bit aggressive. I could have, you know, maybe saved one tile. But still, 100 points, stress-free. And I didn't even get a big move or a big letter. So that's why I love that triple letter in that spot. It's an easy 100 points to end the game, a stress-free opportunity. And like I said before, you have to let the board kind of dictate what you're going to do. And here, we can just go ahead and knock out this 7-letter move. I'm just going to do it. I think that it's not a bad play. The triple letter was not in a great spot. It just wasn't. So, that gives us ample opportunities to go after that quadruple word in moves 4 and 5, where I'll probably also target the quadruple letter. One final tip: if you're in a situation where you did all your swaps and you have no good options, this is the one thing you don't want to do. Don't take that 63 points. That's your best play left. Just save it. Just what you want to do in this spot, probably, if you don't have a 6-letter move, you're just going to go here. Because your swapping failed. You got bad letters over and over again. So you're better off just taking the hit. You're not going to fill the board. You can fill the board now. It's pretty easy to get a 6-letter word and a 5-letter word. Swapping shouldn't be that terrible every time. So you can still get the 50-point bonus. You won't get the 100-point bonus, but you preserve that triple word for hopefully the final move of the game, where you can, have a strong, easy 100 points, if not 150 or greater. When you have a quadruple word and a triple word in these favorable spots, the 4-letter and 5-letter words, you want to save them to the end. You want to just get rid of the 7-letter word as early as possible, even if it's the first move, if all you have is like a double letter, because the bigger scoring opportunities are in more favorable spots, and also filling the board gets you those extra points. And also, 5-letter word, 6-letter word, you in these spots, or 4-letter word, 5-letter word, but also in consideration of the 6-letter move, if your board's a little different. Go ahead and do one swap. You hope you get a J or Z for the 4-letter word. If you don't, you just gotta use what you get, and you have to be smart about it. So right here I have the word veer, and don't settle for this. Keep rolling. Use all your rolls. If I get an S, I can do veers. Maybe if I get a 10-letter tile, I can do something different. But if I save the 4-letter move for the end, I have a better chance of swapping more letters on each roll and getting a 10-letter move, a 10-letter valued letter, which will be worth 50 in the final stage. And if I can do that, then it just works better. And so I'm going to do that actually right here. So in this game, quadruple letter word, a quadruple letter in the second tile, there's not going to be many situations where you're able to complete the board and put a big letter on the quadruple letter later in a later round. So in the double letter, or even the triple letter, the quadruple letter in a bad spot on the 7-letter word, and you have a 7-letter move right at the beginning, just go ahead and knock it out, because it preserves your ability. It really increases your chances in a crazy way that you're going to fill the whole board and get all those 175 bonus points that you need. And there's no stress now with this game. I'm going to do the 3 tile move next, and then I'm going to kind of aim for the 6-letter move, and then I'm going to try and put a J or Z on the triple letter in a later round,
and then we'll do the quadruple word last. You just have to optimize. You have to go for optimal, situations, and just be smart about what you're doing and making good choices. Every board's different and unique, so you have to let the board dictate your strategy. And sometimes you have to be a little more risk taking. But in this situation, to knock out the 7-letter move immediately, I do this sometimes if I get it. If there's nothing worthwhile in that, in that word opportunity, uh, mostly double letter, triple letter, quadruple letter. If one of those, if this in the very first spot, if you can start your word with it, like here, M's worth 4 points, it would be worth 8, 12, 16, 20, depending which round that you go for it. If it's a triple letter, quadruple letter, it could be somewhat valuable, but you really want to be nailing those double word, triple word, quadruple word opportunities the most. With putting a less of an emphasis on this, you really like the quadruple words to be in the second, and then the 4-letter word with the first letter. Like right here, we have a triple letter in the first. So in the last round, the Z is worth 50. It'd be 150 for the triple letter, 200 for the quadruple letter. That's when that spot is really favorable, and that's why I really don't care where I go last, whether it be the quadruple word or the triple letter, because each is a great spot. And when you're doing a 4-letter move, like, so when I get down to the last 2 moves in this game, I'm just going to be swapping all my letters once, probably twice, to try and get a J or a Z to stick on to that triple letter. And if I don't, then I'll go a different direction with the word. So you also let your first roll kind of dictate things. If it's a really bad roll, maybe you save an E or an S. Maybe save a J or a Z if you get one of those luckily enough. But every other letter's bad. Just save 1 or 2 letters, and then see where you're left after the second roll. And then after that, you have to start making some more serious decisions. All right, well, that's all for this video. Hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe.